you very much, Mr. Pisano, for all that. If I knew all that was coming, I should have just asked you if you could do this part for me as well. Renee, thank you very much for all this and for all your help with me leading up to tonight. I was actually here in attendance several years ago when my college basketball coach, Coach Bob Montana, was being inducted into this same Hall of Fame. And to be completely honest, I haven't really thought about this whole thing since. And then I guess it was around a year ago, I remember I was working at home, got a random call from a number I didn't know, and I did what we all did and just let it go to voicemail. Soon after, I checked the message. I heard it was Renee LaRue say, give me a call back and whatnot. And I was like, that name kind of sounds familiar. So I gave him a call back, and Renee shared the news. And I think the first thing I asked him was, is he sure he has the right person? I think I also mentioned that I could probably think of 100 people that are more deserving of hearing news like this instead of me. So being up here is something I don't think anyone really thinks about it when you're going through your playing years, your coaching years, refereeing years, what have you. It's an incredible honor, and I wouldn't have thought I'd ever be in a position like this just for playing a game I loved to play growing up. So I'd just like to give a genuine thank you to everyone collectively that has a part in putting this together. I was trying to think about my basketball path and really everyone's different basketball paths, and thinking, how does one arrive at a place like this? A place where, like I mentioned, no one really thinks about being at when you're in the middle of your playing career or your coaching career or whatever it may be. And I was thinking all about the different people that I had some type of connection with that helped me with basketball in some respect. And it kind of made me realize that no one really ever gets to something like this by themselves. You can take all the shots and do all the workouts you want in the gym by yourself, watch all the film and come up with the best possible game plans late at night alone in the office. But at the end of the day, I think basketball is one of the most important team sports out there, both during actual play and away from it. And I've been very fortunate to have the people around me that I have had. Amongst the thousands of other things that these people have done for me, I had a mom who would come to me to our high school's track at night after school to run with me to help me try to get in shape for upcoming seasons. I had a dad that would drive me out an hour away for AAU basketball practice on school nights after baseball practice, and still turn around and be up at 5 for work the next day. I had a high school coach in O.J. Lescault that I spent a lot of time with in school, who was the first one to plant the seed in me that I could play basketball at the next level in college someday. A time when it was something I'd never even considered a thought like that. And subsequently, he helped me get better as a player and guide me through that process during my high school years. I had a college coach in Bob Montana that first and foremost introduced me to the school that I'm extremely thankful I spent 4 years at and would help set me up for life after school, but who also introduced me to another level of basketball beyond high school that had new challenges and levels of competition that I inherently love so much about the sport. All the while, even further helping me improve my game to a point that sometimes even exceeded my own expectations. And while there at Union College, I met Kelsey, who would eventually become my wife as of this past year, and who actually might even be a bigger basketball fan than I am. And even though she wasn't along for my entire basketball ride, she always was one of my biggest fans for the time she was there and continues to be with everything else we do together. So for everyone who supported me throughout the years, for all my family, friends, coaches, countless teammates, I'd just like to again give a genuine thank you for all the support and encouragement along my basketball path. And again, thank you to Renee, Mr. Pisano, and everyone else involved with this organization. I'm incredibly honored and humbled to be up here with some of these names. So thank you, everyone.